Have you ever said something that even you didn't fully believe? Ever found yourself explaining and explaining until the air felt heavy and suddenly no one was really listening anymore? It's strange, isn't it? You can speak 100 words but only a few will ever land. Because when people hear you, they're not just listening to your words, they're reading your tone, your pauses, your calm, your control. They're asking silently, can I trust this person? Do they believe in what they're saying? Or are they just trying too hard to be understood? That's the quiet truth about human connection. Respect isn't earned by the volume of your voice, it's earned by the weight behind your words. This is the art of presence, the discipline of the Stoic speaker. And today, you'll learn 5 silent habits that will rebuild how the world sees you. And more importantly, how you see yourself. Because speaking clearly isn't just about communication, it's about command. It's about showing the strength of a mind that's untouchable, steady, sharp and free from chaos. Let's begin. Habit 1. Stop over-explaining. Power needs no justification. The room is silent. All eyes are on you. You start to talk. You make your point. And then, for some reason, you keep going. You repeat yourself, add more words, explain every detail, until you can feel the energy fading. And when you finally stop, you realize you just lost them. Sound familiar? We all do it, because we confuse clarity with convincing. We think if we just say it better or longer, they'll finally understand. But here's the truth. People don't respect what's repeated. They respect what's meant. Every extra word after the truth is a leak of power. In a world addicted to noise, the rarest voice is the one that knows when to stop. The Stoics understood this better than anyone. They believed that real confidence doesn't come from saying more. It comes from saying only what matters. Think of your words like a blade. The sharper it is, the fewer strikes it needs. So the next time you're tempted to explain yourself, stop. Pause. Let silence do the heavy lifting. Because silence has gravity. And in that stillness, people feel your certainty. Power doesn't rush. It waits. And when it finally speaks, everyone listens. Habit 2. Control the body. Because it speaks before you do. You can say all the right words, but if your body trembles, if your hands fidget, if your eyes dart around the room, no one hears the message. Your body speaks long before your mouth does. Lowered head whispers insecurity. A restless hand screams nervousness. And a tense jaw tells the world you don't believe your own words. People trust what they feel more than what they hear. And the truth is, you can't fake calm. Stoics treated the body like a mirror of the soul. A stable mind creates stillness in movement. A clear heart moves with intention. When you walk into a room, you're not just taking space, you're setting tone. Stand straight, shoulders back, breath steady, move slowly. Like every second belongs to you. That's not arrogance, that's presence. Even before you speak, you've already told the room something powerful. I'm not here to prove anything. I'm here to be, and that commands attention. Habit 3. Stop waiting for permission. Speak like you belong. Here's one of life's biggest traps, waiting to be chosen. We wait for someone to say, it's your turn. We wait to be noticed, invited, validated. But by waiting, you give away your power. Leadership doesn't ask for permission. It begins the moment you decide to act. Every Stoic leader, from generals to philosophers, lived by one law. If you know what's right, do it. If you see what's wrong, fix it. Don't wait for applause or approval or reassurance. That's how most people stay stuck. They're waiting to feel ready. But readiness isn't a feeling, it's a choice. Confidence isn't saying, can I speak? It's saying, I have something worth saying. And you can practice this anywhere. When a meeting feels chaotic, be the calm one who brings order. When a group hesitates, be the one who steps forward. When no one wants to speak truth, be the one who does. Because every time you act from self-command instead of fear, you're building invisible authority. People start to feel it, even if they can't name it. They just know that when you speak, they listen, not because you talk louder, but because you've earned their trust through control. That's what Stoic leadership looks like. Not dominance. Discipline. Habit 4. Stop avoiding the truth. Face it calmly and completely. Avoiding truth feels safe, but it always costs more in the long run. We tell ourselves, it's better not to upset them. I'll deal with it later. I don't want to make things awkward. But the silence that hides, truth slowly kills trust. It kills connection, kills respect. The Stoic way isn't about being rude, it's about being real. Truth doesn't need anger. It needs composure. It's not about shouting what's right, it's about standing in it. Without fear, a disciplined mind doesn't avoid confrontation, it approaches it with control. If someone wrongs you, address it. Don't attack. If something's broken, name it. Don't ignore it. If you made a mistake, admit it, then fix it. Clarity builds respect faster than comfort ever will. And once people learn that your word is solid, they stop doubting you, because they know. You don't speak for attention, you speak for truth. That's what separates a Stoic communicator from the rest. They don't talk to be liked, they talk to be understood. And once the truth is said, they let silence finish the work. Habit 5. Be emotionally grounded. Calm is the ultimate flex. Let me tell you something simple, but brutally honest. No one fully trusts someone who's emotionally unpredictable. You can be brilliant, talented, kind, but if your emotions swing like a wrecking ball, people will always walk on eggshells around you. One day you're peaceful, the next, you explode, and everyone starts to distance themselves. The Stoics trained for one thing above all: emotional stability. They understood that storms will come, but you don't have to let them inside. When you stay calm while others lose control, you become the anchor in chaos. And that is power. The truth is, you can't lead anyone if you can't lead yourself. You can't inspire calm if you can't hold it. So the next time you feel anger rise, don't fight it, observe it, pause, breathe, lower your voice when others raise. Slow your pace when tension climbs. That's how you become untouchable. Emotional stability isn't the absence of feeling, it's the mastery of reaction. The Stoic doesn't suppress emotions and they steer them. They turn the storm into wind for their sails, and in doing so, they earn what no loud voice ever can: trust. In the end, this isn't just about how you talk, it's about who you are when you speak. Your voice carries your discipline, your silence carries your strength, and your presence, that calm, steady presence, is your true language. Because speaking clearly is not about performance, it's about alignment between what you say, what you think, and who you are. A clear voice comes from a clear mind, and a clear mind is built through silence, reflection, and control. So from this moment on, speak less, mean more, let your calm speak before your words ever do. Because the world doesn't need another loud voice, it needs a steady one that listens before it leads, one that moves without shouting, one that inspires without needing to explain. That's the voice of power. That's the voice of mastery. That's the voice of Stoic spark. You don't have to prove yourself anymore. You just have to be yourself fully, calmly, and consistently. Because in the end, power isn't about being heard by everyone. It's about being understood by yourself. If this message reached you, don't just scroll away. Live. Practice it and speak from a place of stillness. This is Stoic Spark. Subscribe, tap the bell, and stay on this path with us as we keep building the calmest kind of power, the power that never needs to shout.